you'll be, if you haven't already, you'll soon be receiving an alcoholic beverage commission bill. It has in it a change for the convenience stores for selling hard liquor. This was described as a technical change by both parties in the House. Got a little bit more debate, they got no debate, got a little bit more debate in the Senate. Do you see that as a technical change, or are you debating whether or not to sign that?
Well, first of all, I was governor back in 1986 when we did reorganization of state government. We got the state out of the retail liquor business. And so I have a pretty long understanding and history about this. And so since 1986, liquor has been sold in grocery stores around the state of Iowa. Convenience stores, of course, sell beer, but and as I understand it, they do sell liquor, but they have to have a separate entrance for that. So, and as I also understand in this legislation, they will have to pay a higher licensing fee in order to sell liquor. They also will have the same obligation to check to make sure that anybody that is purchasing it is of legal age, as they already have to do for beer or cigarettes or things like that. So, and I also can recall back when the state got out of the retail liquor business, it used to be very inconvenient. And even though we went to having it much more convenient and available through the grocery stores, actually we saw liquor consumption go down during that period of time. And so I think if this is adequately regulated and enforced, which I think has potential, so I guess I'm inclined to say this is certainly an issue that I guess I haven't seen any really compelling reasons why it shouldn't be approved as of now. I will continue to review it up until the time that the final decision is made, but so far from what I can see, I don't see any compelling reasons not to approve it.
Are you hearing from public comment?
Well, yeah, we do on just about every issue. And so there are people that have strong feelings on, just like on dove hunting. We got some calls on that and emails.
Against it? Against it?
For and against. And the same is true with this. And that's part of the job. So, yeah, there's viewpoints on it, but we want to carefully review and make the decision what's the best public policy, and I haven't seen any compelling reason not to sign it.
Governor, there was the Department of Economic Development bill to change it to the, right, was supposed to be...
Partnership for Economic Progress. It was deferred and it's going to be taken up today. I think we've, and actually our staff has been working with them. We've got what was a matter of a 19-page amendment, I think, worked out in about four paragraphs or 4 lines. So I think that's a pretty good accomplishment. If we resolved a problem that could have taken 19 pages to be done in 4 lines. My understanding, we have an amendment worked out with them, and this is part of the legislative process, and I'm very encouraged that we're going to see this approved today and out of committee in the Senate before the end of the week. This is an important part of giving us the tools we need to grow the Iowa economy. I would point out over the weekend, Caterpillar said that they're looking at possibly leaving Illinois because of their high taxes. We're cutting taxes. I've already sent a letter to Caterpillar. I intend to follow up with a call to Caterpillar to say, you know, take a look at Iowa. The taxes and the regulatory burdens are going down. We'd love to have Caterpillar choose to move from Peoria to here.
Can you say what what that change was, that 19-page amendment to these 4 lines? Can you say specifically sort of what you guys were discussing?
Yeah, let me my chief of staff answer that.
Really has to do with the whole idea of bonding in regards to making sure that the partnership is a one-stop shop where when they sit down with companies, they can package everything they need to package. So there was some discussions with the Iowa Finance Authority and the bonding that they do. There were some concerns about whether or not we were going to move bonding authority. Really, we're just going to be changing some of the decision-making model. And so I think we've come to something that will be very comfortable for both the House and the Senate in regard to that will work for the director over there, that also works for the Iowa Finance Authority, and ensures that all the current bondholders are held harmless and there won't be any impairment in regards to that. So we feel really good about the compromise that we've reached with the House on that.
So will the state take on more debt?
No.
Have you received indication of how this is going to, what kind of reception this will get in the Senate?
Well, we've had discussion with the leadership there, and we've been assured by the leadership that the bill will be moved out of committee, so we can have an opportunity to debate it in the Senate. And as I said, we've had great cooperation with the leadership in both houses.
Did you get to see the cherry blossoms?
I did. I reached about a week short, but it was beautiful. The weather was nice on our trips back and forth to the executive office.
What was your impression? You were at the conservative conference this weekend.
I was.
Who was the most impressive to you, the candidates?
Now, I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna get in on that, because as I said at the conference when I spoke, we encourage all candidates to come to Iowa. It is our opportunity to ask the tough questions and to ask them where they stand on issues. I also encourage them to go to all 99 counties, so they can have the opportunity to sit down with Iowans and talk about issues that are important to them and allow us, Iowans, to weigh in on those issues. So, and I didn't get the opportunity to stay very long. I had another event to go to that evening.
Final question.
I was at a wedding out of state, and it got coverage where I was.
Yeah.
So it got some national coverage too.
Since the economic development piece looks like it's going to pass, survive,
Well-
are there any other things that you want to see done that are?
Well, there's a lot of things we want to see done. We have a lot to do before this session's over, but I'm
I meant as far
encouraged.
as the funnel.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things that we want to see accomplished, and we're going to continue to work with both houses. We do appreciate the bipartisan cooperation that we've seen in beginning to develop, and we also know there's still some strong differences of opinion on many things, but things are beginning to move, and we still have a lot to do. And I know that reapportionment's going to come out this week, and that's just one more ball in the air that's going to have to be dealt with. But we have a good system of dealing with that in Iowa. I think it's a fair and objective system, and hopefully we can work through that as well.
Thank you, Governor.
Okay, thank you.